Stop, look and watch. It's Crazy Josh. Welcome back to the CrazyJoshCravies. I make vlogs and sketches and whatnot. And today I'll be responding to Ted the Speedlearner once again. Now I'll actually be responding to 2 videos today just because the questions you asked in both of them, there was a very small amount of questions. So it seemed like a waste to just do a very small amount of questions. So the first one I'll be responding to is when you asked me about my buddy bench video. Now the buddy bench was something that my dad made for his elementary school, because he's an elementary school principal. It's supposed to be where if kids are feeling alone, they can go sit at the bench and another kid will see that, go over, sit next to them, and then they'll become friends. But in the video I made for that, I dove into the rich history of the buddy bench, talking about some famous people who had gotten to know each other over a buddy bench, including Barack Obama and Michelle Obama, Bert and Ernie, and Orville and something Wright. I don't remember. The Wright brothers, because they were in a large family and didn't know each other, because that makes sense.
Back in the 1800s, the Wright brothers were brothers, but they were in a large family and did not know each other.
Sadly, no one else has given me people to match up, but you did, so I'll be matching those people up.
I wonder if that is where Bill and Ted, of Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, I wonder if that's where they met.
Now, you were wondering if that's where Bill and Ted from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure had met, and it is in fact.
How about Felix and Oscar of The Odd Couple? Maybe that's where they met.
As well as Felix and Oscar.
What if Henry Ford was actually sitting on the buddy bench? Who would be Henry Ford's buddy?
Well, believe it or not, the person who sat next to him was not another person, but a 1979 Ford Bronco. Amazing, I know.
How about if Homer Simpson was sitting on the buddy bench? Who would be the buddy of Homer Simpson?
While Homer would probably prefer Marge, sadly for him, it was Ned Flanders.
What if Freddy Krueger was sitting on the buddy bench? Who would be his buddy?
Well, his buddy at the buddy bench was none other than Gilligan from Gilligan's Island. Why? Well, they look pretty similar, and Gilligan was feeling pretty lonely one day, so he figured he would sit next to someone who looked similar to him. Let me know at any time if you ever want me to do more people for the buddy bench, because I'd be happy to. Alright, then the next one, I'm talking about when you were asking me about the Ultimate Time Jump 2 and the Chatterbox episode.
I did watch your time traveling watch video, and I'm kind of glad that you explained it a little bit better, but I will say that the dialogue that you had in that particular video was, well, dull.
So for the Ultimate Time Jump 2, I realized the dialogue in it was pretty dull. You know, I wrote that dialogue a couple months ago, and I don't know if I was just having an off day when I was writing it, or when I was shooting it, or what, but it was after the fact that I realized it was pretty dull. It wasn't fun to hear that, but I'm really glad you did tell me. So don't take this as harsh or anything, because I really did appreciate you telling me that it was dull, because if you hadn't, nobody would have, and gotta learn from your mistakes. So I'm working on, you know, I've always got something for Project Flux in the works, and I'm working on touching up some future scripts I've been working on, trying to make them much more interesting and lively. Don't just have the 2 people standing and talking. And I'm actually working on a Project Flux thing for Christmas, so hopefully that will work out. As well as some Project Flux stuff that will come out in October. So look forward to that.
Now the next thing I saw, you had this 20-minute video. It's a new video series you're starting called Chatterbox. I didn't get a chance to see the whole thing, but I will say that I was really kind of surprised to find out that your sister was actually younger than you. I presumed that she was your older sister. I didn't realize that she was your younger sister.
And so you said that you were surprised that my sister was younger than me, which is understandable. So I'm 17, my sister is 14. There's a 3-year difference, but people mistake us for the same age or twins sometimes, just because she's very tall. She's the exact same height as me, if not taller. genetics, I guess. You know, we're both 5'8". Plus, she's a gymnast. She like does gymnastics and everything. So maybe she gets like less gravity on her, so she's taller. I don't know, but she is quite tall, and she is in fact 3 years younger than me.
And if Sarah, you decide to make your own channel, hey, you can interview us in this video response wars, and I will respond to you the same way as I have responded to your brother Josh.
Well, she actually has her own channel. She made it a few years ago. It's called Sarah Ann, and there's actually like an unbelievable amount of channels called Sarah Ann, so I'll link it in the description. But anyway, that's about it. Hopefully you stuck around. I personally wouldn't have. I would have been off again making more of these because it's great to catch up. Anyway, like I said, that's about it. So until next time, I bid you all goodbye.